Cardano's development has been insane since the start of 2022. We've already seen a number of major announcements like new DEXs, new Metaverse projects, and other updates to the Cardano blockchain in the short time since the year has started. And it's no different now because Charles Hoskinson just came out on Twitter and announced a huge project for the Cardano blockchain that could be exactly what we needed to see Cardano go to the next level, rebound to new record highs. And Charles Hoskinson says he is very, very excited about this. So we're going to go over what's going on in the market, also talk about important updates for Cardano. And if you like this video and if you own Cardano, let me know by liking the video down below so I know which of you guys own Cardano, who doesn't. But let's just jump right in. Right now, a couple of big announcements. The overall market is going to be Putin. Vladimir Putin just came out and pumped the brakes on Russian central banks from banning crypto outright. There's been a lot of talks recently that Russia might outright ban crypto, but Putin came out in a recent interview and he said, look, Russia has a pretty big competitive advantage for cryptocurrency mining, and they don't want to lose that. So he said, hold off a little bit. Let's wait before we make any big bans or any big changes. And this is great news for the crypto market because Russian central bank was looking to just outright ban crypto like what China did. But Vladimir Putin's like, you know what? Maybe this could benefit us. And if he comes out and says, hold the brakes, pump the brakes a bit, that is great news for all crypto holders because no matter what the Russian central bank is looking to do, if Vladimir Putin isn't on board, it's not going to happen. So that is going to be great news for crypto. He came out and said that they have a number of competitive advantages in crypto mining, especially since China banned crypto mining. So what we have seen is that Russia is the third largest source of Bitcoin's hash rate after the US and Kazakhstan. So Russia is one of the biggest players in the Bitcoin mining space, and they're definitely not going to want to lose that. So that is only going to help crypto moving forward. Next is going to be with AMEX because AMEX came out and said that they are exploring ways to allow credit card holders to redeem points for crypto. They said in a recent interview with Yahoo Finance that, look, right now, they aren't going to see an Amex crypto-linked card, at least anytime soon. But what they are looking heavily into is they're looking at new ways potentially to redeem membership rewards points for cryptocurrency. So this is going to be something that is going to be in the works. You're probably not going to be able to have an Amex crypto-linked debit or credit card, but you could see a way that crypto is integrated with Amex very soon. They've been looking into this, they've been doing their research, and this is something that, again, going to help with mass adoption for crypto. A company like Amex talking about integrating crypto in any way, shape, or form into their business is only going to help. Last thing before we get into Cardano is going to be with Sandbox because Sandbox just came out and announced a $50 million fund for their startup accelerator program. Basically, this program, it's called their Metaverse Accelerator Program, and it's going to be a total of $50 million. The way it works, the way it's broken down, is they're going to allocate up to $250,000 into each potential project, each investment that they're going to make. And they said they're going to give additional incentives to top performing projects in the form of Sand token, Sandbox native token. They're also going to give land, which is the digital real estate within the Sandbox metaverse, and they're going to incentivize projects that perform well. All of this is simply it's just designed to help grow Sandbox's metaverse, have new projects, new updates, new features, and bring more people into the Sandbox metaverse. This is only going to help. I think this is a great announcement, great use of funds, and it'll be exciting to see what projects come out of this. Now let's talk about what's going on with Cardano because we've talked about a lot with Cardano recently, but we're going to first go over a bit of a recap, then we'll talk about the big story from Charles Hoskinson. So, like we've mentioned in previous videos, Cardano recently just entered the Metaverse. They had one of their first Metaverse projects called Pavia, which recently launched. They had 60% of the 100,000 virtual land plots were sold, and the remaining are going to be sold by the end of Q1 2022. But the important thing here is we've already seen an explosion of land NFT prices on Pavia, and I think we're only going to continue to see metaverse projects on Cardano roll out, only see land prices continue to increase. So great response with metaverse projects on Cardano. We also saw SundaeSwap. SundaeSwap recently had their ISO and their mainnet launch. It was a big announcement. It was the first DEX really to launch on Cardano. One of the biggest ones, has, over 250,000 followers on Twitter before ever launching. But the bad news was that they had a couple of issues in their rollout. Some users were reporting delays with swapping. People were saying there were a lot of issues, and this was mainly because there was so much demand for it and there were so many people wanting to use it at the same time. So yes, it wasn't great news, but much like Solana's had congestion problems in the past, they've had issues. It's something to be expected when a new DEX, a new product launches for the very first time, and it's really hyped, because the more hyped, the more people that are using it, the more stress that's going to be put on the blockchain, put on that system. They probably weren't expecting it. So it's not great news, but at least we are seeing the first DEX launch on Cardano. The big story of today is going to be with Charles Hoskinson on Twitter. He came out on Twitter recently and he said, really looking forward to this DEX on Cardano. There are so many coming online soon, but this is one that he is in particular very excited about. And what we have seen is that company called Wing Riders came out, and you go to their page, it says the DEX on Cardano, fully Cardano native, super fast AMM, decentralized exchange platform. And while it's going to be very similar to other DEXs out there, important thing here is that now we are finally getting the ball rolling for new projects on Cardano. We had seen a bit of a delay from when we had the Alonzo upgrade roll out, smart contracts roll out, but now is the time that we're seeing that snowball effect happen, where we saw Pavia, then we saw SundaeSwap. Now we're seeing more DEXs, more Metaverse projects, more DApps being launched, and it's just going to be a snowball effect in 2022 with more and more being launched. And it's interesting to see that Charles Hoskinson specifically pointed out Wing Riders out of all the DEXs out there. Like, there's a lot of them working on Cardano right now, like ADAX, and like we've talked about SundaeSwap, and there's so many out there, but he specifically talked about Wing Riders, which I'd never heard of. So I'm going to do a bit more research into this platform, but it's very exciting to see another DEX on Cardano, specifically one that Charles Hoskinson is very excited about, because you don't really see him talk about each individual project on Cardano's blockchain too much. So I really wanted to point this out to you guys and let you know. But anyways, I think all of this right now for Cardano could help propel it back up to new record highs. Yes, the overall market right now is in a very uncertain position, but the good news is that when we do see a rebound, Cardano has only had positive announcement after positive announcement after positive announcement come out. So when we do see the market rebound, I think Cardano is going to have much more upside than other layer one ecosystems out there. For example, Solana. Solana, I love it, but it's had a lot of negative news come out, from congestion issues to like just a bunch of issues lately with Solana. Mainly it's outages and congestion issues, but Cardano has not had any negative news come out, really only positive. So I'm expecting it to rally to new record highs as soon as we see the market bounce back. In terms of technicals right now, we are a bit in an uneasy place because we are just above that $1 per coin support, which has been a pretty key level for Cardano over the last year and a half. So it'll be nice to see us stay above it, but either way, market is in an unstable position. So regardless of the news coming out with Cardano, it's probably not going to help push the price up too much. Yes, I'm very bullish on Cardano. Yes, this is all great news, but what I'm saying is right now, I would probably just hold off, wait to see a clear bounce in the market before getting in. But when the market does bounce, I'm expecting Cardano to rally significantly faster than other projects. So anyways, that's what's going on with the market. Let me know your thoughts, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. See ya.